Very good morning, guys. I am Dr. Rahul Mishra, and I am here to teach you engineering drawing. So, previously I have uploaded many videos. Now, again, I am uploading the videos on engineering drawing. So, today, what we are going to start is scales. Okay. So, before starting scales, I am giving you a brief introduction about what is engineering drawing. So, we know that basically the various means of communication. Okay, there are various means of communication by which we can communicate. We can communicate through writing. If we write and convey some message to someone, isn't it? Similarly, we can give it to, we can convey the message with the help of voice messages. Okay, we can convey our messages through voice messages. That is also a means of communication. Then, by the help of sign convention, like deaf and dumb peoples, they convey messages with the help of sign convention, isn't it? Sorry. And by the means of drawing. So this is the basic means by which we can communicate with the help of drawing also. Because if we write something, it takes a lot of time and a lot of space. For example, I am giving you an example, layman example. If a person, if a kid, okay, if a kid wants to write, to convey a message that how many people are there in his family. So he have to write a paragraph in which he have to write that his father, his mother, his or her personally, father, mother, grandfather, grandmother, brother, sister. So you have to write lot many things. So it's better that in one simple page, he or she can write, draw a diagram, and on that diagram he has made one man, and in the top of that man he has written father. Similarly, a woman, mother, again a man, grandfather, grandmother, like this. So the whole message can be conveyed very easily, isn't it? So drawing, that is the beauty of drawing, that you can convey lot many messages within no time. Okay, so this is the idea behind engineering drawing. We have to convey lot many messages with the help of this drawing. That's why we call that drawing is the language of engineers, is it? So one type of drawing is freehand drawing, which example I have given you just now, a kid example, isn't it? And another type of drawing is engineering drawing. Now, engineering drawing is further subdivided into geometrical drawing, mechanical engineering drawing, civil engineering drawing, electrical engineering drawing, electronics engineering drawing. Okay. So, geometrical drawing means the basically curves like conic sections. All these things you have to study in geometrical diagrams, all geometrical diagrams, which you have studied in maths and geometrical construction. Then, mechanical engineering drawing. The equipments which are used by mechanical engineering field, like a machine, for example, a lathe machine. How to, you are getting a lathe machine in your workshop, but it has been designed, and before designing anything, the drawing is must. Okay, so those types of machines, equipments that are comes under the category of mechanical engineering drawing. Then civil engineering drawing is buildings, roads, dams, bridges. All these things are constructed, and before construction, it has been drawn. Okay, with all specifications. That comes under the category of civil engineering drawing. Similarly, electrical engineering drawing, all the circuit diagrams of a lamp, of a tube light, all these things comes under the category of electrical engineering drawing. Similarly, in electronics engineering drawing, the gates, logic gates, they are also been designed, and before designing, the drawing is necessary. So all these types are comes under the category of engineering drawing. Out of which we are interested as a mechanical engineer in geometrical engineering drawing for first year students, and then for mechanical engineering students a mechanical engineering drawing, which is basically called as machine drawing. Okay. So now for geometrical drawings, we proceed further with geometrical drawing. We are taking the topic scales. So now what is the need of studying these scales? So my friend, it is very clear that everything we have to draw with the help of scales. I am not talking about simple scale, ruler scale. I am not talking about all those things. I am talking about the scales, the value which you are taking with the help of, for example, you have to draw a diagram. The actual dimensions are very large. For example, this Earth, this Mother Earth, it is huge, but we are reproducing it as a globe, isn't it? In small globe. How? With the help of this scale. Means we are assuming a scale that Earth, it is a huge dimension, but we are assuming it as a small dimension and drawing it, replicating it in the paper. That is the beauty of scale. For example, this building, for construction, before construction of the building, you are drawing up blueprints. Naksha pass karte hain in Hindi, in layman language we are telling na. So we are making the blueprints, and those blueprints are nothing but the drawing. And how you are making? The building is huge, but you have to draw the blueprints only in A4 size paper. So how it is possible? You are reducing the dimensions. For example, 30 feet is the length of your house, length of your building, but you are not able to draw 30 feet in your A4 size paper. So you are taking a scale that 30 feet is equal to 30 centimeters, 1 feet is equal to 1 centimeter. This is my scale. So I am reducing the scale. This is one type of scale. For example, nut and bolt. You are drawing some screws. You have to design that screw, okay? You have to manufacture that screw. So before that manufacturing, you have to draw a drawing. You have to produce a drawing. By seeing that drawing only, the engineer will be able to design it. Okay? So before designing, the drawing is must. So again, the diameter of screw, the diameter of nut, bolt are very small. And if you take that small dimensions and, for example, you have to draw the head, and if head is circular, so you have to draw a circle, and if 0.5 mm screw is there, then will it be possible for you to take the radius of 0.5 mm and draw the circle? It is very tedious task. 0.5 mm means 0.05 centimeter. So very small, you cannot draw. Or if you somehow you can draw, but your accuracy will be not there. So what you will do here, at that time you will increase the scale, you will enlarge the scale. You will assume that 1 millimeter is equal to 2 centimeter. So if 0.5 millimeter is there, then you are getting 1 centimeter line. So 1 centimeter, it is easy to draw a circle of 1 centimeter radius. Then your drawing will be accurate. So here you are enlarging the scale. This is one type of scale. Now for example, you are designing a mobile. You have to manufacture a mobile. So the dimensions of mobile are very much within limits of your paper. So if you have to draw the front view, top view and side view of your mobile, you can very easily draw it in your A4 size paper, isn't it? So at that time, you will be taking the exact dimension of your object. The actual dimension of your object, as it is, you are drawing it in your drawing. So that is called a full size scale. So now we have studied 3 types. This is the importance of scale, okay? And this is the beauty of scale, that you can draw anything. That is why we are studying scale. Because here in real time, we have to, in engineering drawing means you have to draw all the real time objects. So in real time objects, it is not necessary all the time that you will draw in the actual scale or full size scale. That is why you have to take some sort of scales, either to reduce the dimension or to enlarge the dimension, isn't it? So this ratio, okay, this is basically a ratio, the ratio of actual dimension of the object whether I can say the ratio of length which you have drawn in the drawing sheet, okay, means the length of drawing which you are assuming, okay, the ratio of length of the drawing to the actual length of the object. That's what we have studied now. Means actually the object is having some dimensions, but we have to either enlarge the dimension or reduce the dimension, or we can take the full size scale. So reducing scale is what? We are reducing the actual size of the object. So the length of the drawing is different and the actual size of the drawing is different, isn't it? Actual size of the object is different. So that ratio, We are dealing with that ratio only in scales. Similarly, if the actual size of the object is very small and you are drawing it by enlarging the dimensions, so the length of the drawing and the actual size of the object is different again. So if you are dealing with this ratio is nothing but representative fraction. It is called as representative fraction. Okay, very important. Without this, your scale is of no use. Just now I explained. In scale, the prime importance is the ratio which you are taking. Either you are reducing the scale or enlarging the scale or full size scale. So that ratio, which ratio? The ratio of the length of the drawing which you are drawing in your drawing sheet to the actual length of the object. That is called representative fraction. And in short form we are naming it as RF. Please remember, okay? So what is RF? RF is length of drawing upon actual length of the object. Okay, याद रखिएगा. Length of drawing, please remember. Okay, length of drawing upon actual length of the object. And one more thing to remember here is that the actual length of the object is what? The maximum length which you have to design or which you have to manufacture. Okay, actual length जितना होगा object का. What is the actual length of the object in which you are manufacturing it? You have to manufacture. You have to manufacture the object with this length only, isn't it? Only you are drawing it in this length. You are drawing it in this length just for your ease, isn't it? But actually you have to design or manufacture the object with this length only, isn't it? It means we can call this length as maximum length also. Maximum length भी बोल सकते हैं. We can call actual length as maximum length also, because your object finally it is designed with this length only, not more than this length, not less than this length. So what is the meaning? This actual length can also be called as maximum length. So we can rewrite the formula of RF as length of drawing upon maximum length. ये भी लिख सकते हैं. We can write like this also. So both these are of same nature. In some book you find length of drawing upon actual length. In some book you will find length of drawing upon maximum length. Okay. So no need to take tension of all these things. Actual length and maximum length are same. It is a common sense, isn't it? Your actual length means the object will be drawn by that length only, and that is the maximum length of your object. That is why we can call actual length or maximum length. Both are of same length. Okay. Now this is RF. Okay, clear? For example, if you have to construct a road of 1 kilometer, you have to construct a road of 1 kilometer. But before constructing a road, you have to draw it in your paper and you have to pass the bill for that, and your chief will see that drawing, and based on that, what are the cost of all those things, then only your bill will be passed, then only you will be able to construct the road. So for constructing 1 kilometer road, you have to draw it first, and for drawing it you have to assume, because 1 kilometer is not possible in your sheet to draw, isn't it? So what you will assume, that let 1 kilometer is equal to 5 centimeter. I have assumed this, isn't it? So 1 kilometer is my actual length or maximum length, and 5 centimeter, 1 kilometer is 5 centimeter. So 5 centimeter is my length of drawing. So what will be my RF? RF will be length of drawing upon maximum length. So length of drawing is 5 centimeter. You have to write the unit also, okay? And maximum length is 1 kilometer. Now what we have seen that RF is a ratio, and ratio means it is unitless, dimensionless. So we have to make the unit same. Then only it will cancel and it will become unitless, isn't it? So for making it unitless, I have to make the units same. So always remember that you have to make the larger unit, convert the larger unit into the smaller unit. So kilometer is larger than centimeter, and we know that 1 kilometer is equal to 10 to the power 5 centimeter. So here what I will write, 5 centimeter upon 1 into 10 to the power 5 centimeter. Now centimeter get cancelled, and now my RF will be 5 into 10 to the power minus 5. This will be my ratio, and this is the representative fraction. Okay. Now what you have seen, that your actual dimension is large, but length of drawing is smaller. Length of drawing is smaller. It means you are reducing the dimensions. It means you are reducing the dimensions. So this is an example of reducing scale. This is an example of reducing scale. Okay. This is an example of reducing scale. Clear? Now what? For example, you are designing. You have to design a bolt. You have to manufacture a bolt whose size is 1 millimeter radius. So 1 millimeter radius means very. If you have to convert it in centimeter, it is very small, 0.1 centimeter. So 0.1 centimeter is very smaller to draw, very difficult to draw. So your actual dimension is 1 millimeter. This is my actual length or maximum length. But I have to draw. Let scale 1 millimeter is equal to 1 centimeter. मान लेते हैं. So मेरा 1 millimeter जो है convert हो गया in what? 1 centimeter, and this is my length of drawing. So here I am increasing the dimension. Here I am increasing the dimension. So this is the example of enlarging scale. This is the example of enlarging scale. Okay. This is the example of enlarging scale. This is the example of reducing scale. This is the example of enlarging scale. Now see. Here what will be the RF? Length of drawing upon maximum length, 1 centimeter upon 1 millimeter. What I have said, always convert the larger unit into smaller unit. So we know that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. So यहाँ हम लिख दिए 10 millimeter upon 1 millimeter. Millimeter cancelled. Now RF is 10. Here what is the RF? 5 into 10 to the power minus 5. It means your RF is smaller, less than 1. 5 into 10 to the power minus 5 means it is less than 1, very small. And here RF is greater than 1. 10 by 1. Yeah, here RF is greater than 1. Here RF is less than 1. In reducing scale, RF is less than 1. In enlarging scale, your RF will be greater than 1. Remember this. Now, what is the third type of scale? Full size scale. In full size scale, what I have said? This is full size scale. So what is there in full size scale? Your actual length, for example, 5 centimeter. The length of your mobile is 5 centimeter. This is the actual length or maximum length. So we can easily draw 5 centimeter. So my length of drawing will also be 5 centimeter. I will not assume anything. So here what will be my RF? Length of drawing upon maximum length, 5 centimeter upon 5 centimeter means 1. Here RF will be 1. That is full size scale. So based on RF, based on representative fraction RF, the scales are classified into 3 types: enlarging scale, reducing scale, and full size scale. Okay. Now, we have seen that based on RF, the scales are classified into 3 types: reducing scale, enlarging scale, and full size scale. अब हमने ये देख लिया, we have seen that what is RF. Now we know that RF is nothing but the length of drawing upon maximum. This is my RF, and based on RF, the classification of scales. One is reducing scale, one is enlarging scale, and one is full size scale. We have made this as per our ease. Okay, just to make my drawing easier, accurate, easy to draw. That's why I have classified. या तो मैं either I will have to smaller the dimension, or I have to enlarge the dimension, or I will make as it is. These are the only three cases possible. That is why these three cases. Okay. So now what will be the RF in reducing scale? It will definitely be less than 1. I have already shown. So let us say 1:50. Now what will be the RF in enlarging scale? It will always be greater than 1. Then it must be 50:1. Now what will be the RF in full size scale? It is 1. So I can say 1:1. So by these three cases it is clear that RF can never be 0. RF can never be 0. And if someone say what is the minimum value of RF, then you can say, you have to ask what is the case. In case of reducing scale, enlarging scale and full size scale, in all the cases the minimum value of RF are different. For reducing scale, the minimum value of RF is more than 0. 0.00000 0 नहीं होगा. तो more than 0 but less than 1. RF will always be less than 1 in case of reducing scale. In case of enlarging scale, the minimum value of RF will be slightly greater than 1. 1 से छोटा नहीं होगा. Slightly greater than 1. Okay? और बड़ा तो कितना भी हो सकता है. Now for full size scale, the value of RF will always be 1. No other options. Always be 1. Okay? तो ये एक और conclusion बताया. One more conclusion. One more conclusion. For reducing scale, always the denominator will be larger and numerator will be smaller. Denominator will be larger and numerator will be smaller. तभी तो ratio आपका 1 से छोटा आएगा. When denominator will be larger, then only the ratio will be less than 1. Very clear, isn't it? Similarly, in enlarging scale, since the ratio is greater than 1, then definitely what? My numerator will be greater and my denominator will be smaller. This is the case in case of enlarging scale, and in full size scale, both numerator and denominator are same. Okay? So you need not to bother of all these things. You just remember the length of drawing and the maximum length. If your maximum length is larger, then you have to reduce it. Then definitely you will draw reducing scale, and your length of drawing will be smaller. So ऊपर इस छोटा रहेगा, नीचे बड़ा रहेगा. अपने आप देखिए हो गया, ऊपर छोटा नीचे बड़ा. For enlarging scale, if your actual length is small, then you have to increase the dimension for drawing easily. Then it means that your maximum length is smaller, but your length of drawing is larger. It means numerator is larger, denominator is smaller. अपने आप आएगा. Similarly, for full size scale, both the dimensions are same. Your maximum length, your or actual length, and the length of drawing same. Then the ratio is definitely 1. So both numerator and denominator are same. So you need not bother of these things. This will happen automatically. You have to remember the formula of RF. Length of drawing and maximum length, and you have to be very clear with your dimensions. What you have to do? Either you have to enlarge it or reduce it, or you have to draw it as it is. So these are the types of scale based on RF, but there are different types of scale also based on its applications. So what are they? Plane scale, diagonal scale, comparative scale, vernier scale, and scale of chords. So these are 5 different types of scale based on its applications. Okay, just we have to make the advancement and the scale types is included. First, plane scale, but plane scale are having some limitations. To overcome these limitations, we have to draw diagonal scale. Then to overcome the limitation of diagonal scale, we are drawing comparative scale. Now vernier scale is having different use. All of you have been using or you have used the vernier cord, the vernier caliper. In vernier caliper there is a scale, that is vernier scale. Okay. Now scale of cord, it is used for the measurement of angle. Okay. So these three scales are plane scale, diagonal scale, and comparative scale are basically the advancement. Vernier scale have different application and scale of cord have different application. I have already told you. So these are the types of scale based on its applications. Okay. Basically, in your geometrical engineering drawing, you have to draw these plane scale and diagonal scale. Its questions are there in your syllabus. But we will study all these types of scale. You need not to worry, because you have to know each and everything. But before starting the scale, the basic importance is of units. Basic importance is of units. So you must be able to convert the units. You must be knowing the conversion factor of the units. So we know that for SI units and for British standard units, SI unit and British standard units. Okay. In SI units, the smaller unit is millimeter, then centimeter. Sorry, millimeter, then centimeter, then decimeter. What is this? This is millimeter. This is centimeter. This is decimeter. Then meter. Then decameter. Then hectameter. Then kilometer. Okay. So in all these units there is a difference of 10 only. Very easy to remember. You have to remember this sequence only. Smallest is millimeter and largest is kilometer. So millimeter, centimeter, decimeter, meter, decameter, hectameter, kilometer. You have to remember the sequence. Just it is enough, because once you have remembered the sequence, then you know that in between each units there is a difference of 10. It means 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. 1 decimeter is equal to 10 centimeter. Then 1 meter is equal to 10 decimeter. Then 1 decameter is equal to 10 meter. Then 1 hectameter is equal to 10 decameter. 1 kilometer is equal to 10 hectameter. So if you have to convert kilometer into centimeter, I have shown the example. So see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have reached centimeter. It means 1 kilometer is equal to 10 to the power 5 centimeter. I have shown you just now example in case of reducing scale, isn't it? So 1 kilometer is equal to 10 to the power 5 centimeter. 1 kilometer is equal to 10 to the power 6 millimeter. As simple as that. No need to worry. So these are the cases of SI units. Now in British standard units, from where you are moving, 1 miles. Remember, 1 miles is equal to 8 furlong. You have to remember this. 1 furlong is equal to 220 yards. Then 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. Then 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. Then 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeter. Also, 1 mile is equal to 1.604 kilometer. See, your British standard unit is also converting into SI units. सेंटीमीटर में आ जाएगा. ठीक है, तो आपको ये कन्वर्जन याद होना चाहिए. That's it. And one more area conversion. 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meter square. 1 acre is equal to 4609.4 meter square. ये भी याद रखना. Only this much units you have to remember. Then your question of scale will be, you can smash it. Okay? So as simple as that. But make one thing sure, that the different units cannot be asked in question. This is the limitation of scale. You can draw a scale of this unit, or you can draw a scale of this unit. But you can one unit is from British standard and one unit is from SI. This will not be possible. All the units must be for SI, or all the units must be from British standard units. Then only you can draw this scale. Okay? But one thing you have to make sure, that since we are having the ruler scale and we have to draw with the help of that ruler scale, and in that scale we are having units of centimeter. Okay? So for length of drawing, because the length of drawing is what you are drawing in your drawing sheet, isn't it? So you have to convert the length of drawing in centimeter always. So यहाँ तो कोई problem नहीं है ऐसा unit में, you can easily convert in centimeter. And here also there is no problem because whatever the unit may be, you can convert these units in inches. And once you have converted your unit in inches, then 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeter. Once you have converted your unit in inch, you can easily convert it into centimeter. Okay? So no problem. And for area, you have to take the square root. मीटर स्क्वायर है उसको कन्वर्ट कर दिए सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर में, देन उसका अंडर रूट ले लीजिए, वो सेंटीमीटर में आ जाएगा. ओके, वो सब बताऊंगा मैं जब चालू करेंगे. When we are doing the numericals, all these things will be clear. But before starting that, you have to remember these units conversion. Okay, it is very important. Without this units conversion, you will not be able to draw your scales. Now, one more important thing. The difference between plane scale and diagonal scale. Okay. अभी हम इसी की बात करते हैं because we have to draw the numerical of plane scale and diagonal scale. So let us deal with these both scales first. Both these scales first. Okay. Plane scale and diagonal scale. So what I said that diagonal scale is nothing but the advancement of plane scale. Okay, means what are the limitations of plane scale has been overcome in diagonal scale. So one thing, plane scale will always be used to measure maximum up to 2 units. Remember, maximum up to 2 units. Whereas diagonal scale can measure maximum up to 3 units. Up to 3 units. So this limitation has been overcome. And what are the different units we have seen? In SI unit there are millimeter, centimeter, different units. So you can draw millimeter and centimeter, centimeter and decimeter, decimeter and meter, meter and decameter, decameter and hectameter, hectameter and kilometer, any combination, kilometer and centimeter, whatever may the case, etc. कोई भी 2 units, maximum, it means इससे कम बना सकते हैं आप, less than 2 units, means you can draw, one can draw 1 unit also. Maximum 2 units you can draw. So less than 2 units is easily drawn in this scale, means 1 unit also you can draw in this scale. And here in diagonal scale maximum you can draw up to 3 units. It means you can draw 1 unit also and 2 unit also. Now see the live example. First we are using in our home for listening music CD player, isn't it? First we are using CD player. Then the advancement of CD player is DVD player. Now what is the case? Listen to me carefully. You are having your old CDs. You can put that CD into your DVD player. वो चलेगा. It will be played. It will play easily. Your CD can be easily played in your DVD player, isn't it? But if you put your DVD in the CD player, it will not play. Isn't it? Isn't it? So what I mean to say is that the advancement can take care of the previous one, but the old things cannot take care of the advanced things. It means you can draw the plane scale measurements in diagonal scale easily, but you cannot draw the measurements of diagonal scale in plane scale. Isn't it? And it can be seen clearly that here you can measure maximum up to 3 units. So less than 3 you can easily measure, 1 unit, 2 units, and 1 unit and 2 units can be measured in plane scale. So the plane scale can be easily taken care of in diagonal scale. But maximum 3 units you can measure in diagonal scale, but here you cannot measure 3 units because here you can measure maximum up to 2 units only. So you cannot measure 3 units of diagonal scale in plane scale, isn't it? So this is the advantage of diagonal scale. You can measure 3 units, and here you can measure 2 units only. And 2 units only means, for example, this is my plane scale. I am drawing it. How we will draw, I will explain it later on. But here this is my plane scale. So plane scale is very simple. If you are having 2 units, if you are having 2 units, so one is larger unit and one is a smaller unit. So for example, if I am taking centimeter and millimeter, so my centimeter is larger unit and millimeter is smaller, because I know 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. 10 millimeter को मिलाओगे तब 1 centimeter बनेगा. Means centimeter is larger. So the larger unit will be written over here. And you have to divide it in n number of equal parts. How you will divide it, I will explain it. No need to bother right now. So suppose these are my number of divisions I have calculated. So you have to leave one division and name it afterwards. पहला division छोड़ दीजिए. You cannot write 0 here. You have to leave one division, then after you can write 0. So from 0 towards here, towards the right hand side, there will be the maximum larger unit. So larger unit is centimeter. I have written centimeter over here. And to the left side of 0, there is one division, and this division is nothing but the smaller unit, and the smaller unit is millimeter. ऐसा लिखना है. So this is the units, 2 units scale. One is centimeter and one is millimeter. So in plane scale there is no other option. 0 के left hand side, to the left hand side of 0 there will be the smaller unit, and towards the right hand side of 0 there will be the larger unit. Only 2 units is possible. And if there is a unit of 1 unit scale, you have to draw 1 unit scale, then 0 के left hand side and right hand side, in both sides there is only 1 unit, and for example centimeter का scale और मीटर जो भी होगा, जो भी unit आपको given होगा क्वेश्चन, तो ऐसा करना. This is plane scale. This is how you can draw your plane scale. But in diagonal scale you can draw maximum to 3 units. How it is possible? See. Again here also I have divided here n number of parts. Here 0, 1, 2, 3. Towards the right hand side of 0 there will be the larger unit. For example, here 3 units I have to draw: millimeter, centimeter and decimeter. These 3 units scale I have to draw. So the larger unit is decimeter, so I have to write here decimeter. Then the second largest is centimeter. I have to write here the centimeter. Up to here it is exactly similar like plane scale, but the smallest unit you have to write over here vertically, millimeter. Rest all stuff I will explain later on. Now you just see that what is the difference between plane scale and diagonal scale. Here only 2 units. One is right hand side of 0, the larger unit, and one is toward the left hand side of 0, that is the smaller unit. Or if it is the unit of single unit scale, then below the 0, half portion is here and half portion is here. Both the units are same. So no need of writing the larger unit and smaller unit. Only one unit you will write in between like this. And here also the 3 units, larger unit, second larger unit and smallest unit. But here you can draw 1 unit and 2 unit scale also. For example, the case may be that you have to draw only centimeter and decimeter scale in diagonal scale. So below 0, here and here you will write the one larger unit, that is decimeter. Toward the left hand side and right hand side of 0, there will be only the largest unit, that is decimeter. And then centimeter is the smaller, you will write here centimeter. As simple as that. Or for 1 unit, suppose you have to draw only for meter scale, then only below 0 you will write meter. Toward the right side of 0, toward the left side of 0, and toward the vertical side, there will be, all units will be of meter only. That's it. So this is the plane scale and diagonal scale. Okay, now if you have to compare both the scales, then you have to draw comparative scale, as it is clear from its name. Okay, 10 से छोटा. For example, यहाँ क्या आपने? Here you have done, suppose this is of 100 units. This is of tens, this is of ones. Okay, लेकिन उससे भी छोटा अगर हो गया तो 0.01 को आपको मेजर करना है. ठीक है, आपने 100 मेजर कर लिया, 300 है सपोज मेजर कर लिया, 40 है, यहाँ से मिल जाएगा. 7 है, 347. 300 you can get from here, 40 you can get from here, 7 you can get from here. It is well and good, 347. But if it is 347.1, then what will you do? At that time, you have to draw comparative scale. Means subdivision का भी subdivision अगर है, at that time you have to take comparative scale. After decimal, ध्यान देना, बहुत important चीज बता रहा हूँ. Please listen carefully. After decimal, one point. Decimal के बाद एक point जाएगा plane scale. After decimal 2 points तक जा सकते हो आप diagonal scale में. ये प्रॉब्लम था plane scale में, केवल decimal के बाद. This is the problem with plane scale, that after decimal it can measure only 1 point. 7.2 centimeter it can measure, but 7.25 centimeter it cannot measure. 7.25 centimeter can be measured with the help of diagonal scale. So 2 points है decimal के बाद, 7.25 centimeter can be easily measured. But what if there is 7.257? Then what will you do? At that time you have to draw comparative scale. बताऊंगा. I think the difference between plane scale and diagonal scale is clear. ये सब याद रखना है आपको ना. One more thing. For example, 40 kg. I have to represent in plane scale. What I do? I will simply draw this block. 40 kg. 10, 20, 30. 0 के इधर होगा ना? लार्जर इधर होगा. तो यहाँ पे देखो 40 मतलब क्या है? 1 सेंटेंस 2 यूनिट है. तो आप 30 जो है वंस में टेंस में लोगे. तो ये 10, 20, 30. 10 kg का एक है. 10 kg, 10 kg, 10 kg. 30 kg हो गया. अब बचा क्या? 10 kg. तो यहाँ पे स्मॉल डिवीजन ले लो. 1, 2, 3. ये 10 डिवीजन हो गया 1 kg का. तो 1 kg का 10 डिवीजन आपने इधर ले लिया. तो ये 10 kg हो गया. और ये 10, 10, 10 हो गया. तो इधर देखो अपने टेंस को ले लिया, इधर अपने वंस को ले लिया. समझ आया? क्लियर? तो ये ऐसा होता है प्लेन स्केल. और वही चीज आपको डायगोनल स्केल में अगर बनाना है, ये 40 kg, तो आप कैसे करोगे? आप ऐसा बनाओगे. अब यहाँ मैंने 3 किया, 4 पार्ट में डिवाइड किया था, यहाँ मैंने 3 पार्ट में डिवाइड किया. अब इधर क्या होगा? मैं इधर लिख देता हूँ 20 kg, इधर लिख देता हूँ 10 kg, और यहाँ पे मैं 10 डिवीजन बना दूंगा 1 kg. तो 20 kg का हो गया, 10 kg हो गया 30, और बच गया ये 1 kg का 10 ठो. तो 20 plus 10 30 plus 10 40. So this is the difference between plane scale and diagonal scale. Okay? Now अब हमने देख लिया कि डेसिमल के बाद 1 यूनिट तक मेजर करेगा, डेसिमल के बाद 2 यूनिट तक मेजर करेगा. ओके, ये क्लियर हो गया. अब कुछ एक इंपॉर्टेंट मैं आपको कंक्लूजन बताने वाला हूं जो आपके न्यूमेरिकल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से इंपॉर्टेंट है, which is very important from your numerical point of view. Let us see what is it. See, the plane scale and diagonal scale. What we have seen that 2 units or 1 unit is can measure, and here we have seen that 3 unit, 2 unit and 1 unit can measure. Isn't it? One more thing. After decimal 1 point तक जाएगा, और यहाँ क्या देखा अपन ने? After decimal 2 points तक जाएगा. एग्जाम्पल क्या है इसका? 7.2 सेंटीमीटर मेजर कर सकते हैं. इसका एग्जाम्पल क्या है? 7.25 सेंटीमीटर भी मेजर कर सकते हैं. Isn't it? So this is the example. यहाँ पे आपने पढ़ लिया. अब मैं आपको एक इंपॉर्टेंट चीज बता रहा हूँ. कई बार क्या होता है क्वेश्चन में हमको पता नहीं रहता कि प्लेन स्केल बनाना है कि डायगोनल स्केल बनाना है. ओके, तो हम कैसे पता लगाएंगे कि प्लेन स्केल बनाना है कि डायगोनल स्केल बनाना है? विद द हेल्प ऑफ the dimension which we have to show in the scale. Once you have drawn the scale, then in question it will not ask only that draw the scale. In question it will ask, after drawing this scale you have to represent this on this scale. आपको एक dimension दिया रहेगा, you have been given with one dimension which you have to represent it in the scale. Okay, so with that you can easily judge that which scale, how many units are there in your scale. How many units are there in your scale? You have to judge this. This is the main important task. Very confusing. Once you have judged this, your question will be very easy. अगर आपने इसको judge नहीं कर पाया, if you are not able to judge that how many units are there in your scale, then very difficult for you to solve the question of scale. Okay? So the main, now I am trying to make it very easier for you that how you can analyze that how many units are there in your scale. So the easiest way is see the value for representation जो दिया होगा. You have been given in the question that represent this. Don't bother about the unit, just see the value for representation. Okay, for example it is given 7.53, whatever may be the unit. पीछे कुछ यूनिट लिखा हो, bother मत करिए. अभी आपको ये देखना है कि कितना. Now you are seeing that how many units are there in your scale. तो जो रिप्रेजेंट करना है उसको क्रैक करना पड़ेगा. तो आपको ये मान लो ये रिप्रेजेंट करना है, यूनिट कुछ भी हो. तो आप देखिए मैथ्स में देखे हैं कि हम कोई भी चीज को डेसिमल के बाद जब पढ़ते हैं 7.53 पढ़ते हो क्या इसको? What you say 7.53, isn't it? Similarly, अगर ऐसा है तो कैसे पढ़ते हो? 25.53 पढ़ते हो क्या? 25.53 पढ़ते हैं, isn't it? ऐसा है. 357.153 ऐसा पढ़ते हो क्या? पढ़ते हो 357.153. पॉइंट के बाद 153 नहीं पढ़ते. पॉइंट का जगह 153. मतलब डेसिमल के बाद एक एक जो वैल्यू है वो अलग अलग पढ़ा जाता है, लेकिन डेसिमल के पहले पूरे को एक साथ पढ़ते हैं. इसको 357 नहीं पढ़ते, 357 एक साथ बोलेंगे. इसको अपन 25 नहीं बोलते, इसको 25 बोलेंगे एक साथ. समझ में आया? तो इसका मतलब क्या है? ईच वैल्यू रिप्रेजेंट्स वन यूनिट. As simple as that. यहाँ पे क्या है? 7 डेसिमल के पहले 7 है, एक यूनिट हो गया. डेसिमल के बाद क्या है? 5 एक अलग हो गया, 3 हर एक को अलग अलग पढ़ना है डेसिमल के बाद. तो 5 अलग हो गया, 3 अलग हो गया, मतलब ये 1 यूनिट हुआ, ये 1 यूनिट. तो टोटल कितना यूनिट है आपके पास? 3 यूनिट. यहाँ पे 3 यूनिट का स्केल बनाना है, मतलब डायग्राम. सिमिलरली 25.53 मतलब 25 इज 1 यूनिट. इसको मैं 2 नहीं मानूंगा क्योंकि डेसिमल के पहले जितना है पूरा एक साथ पढ़ते हैं. So 25 is 1 unit, 5 is 1 unit, 3 is 1 unit. So this is also a scale of 3 units. Similarly 357.153, 357 is 1 unit. डेसिमल के पहले है, कितना भी लिखा है डेसिमल के पहले सब एक यूनिट होता है, 1 यूनिट. और डेसिमल के बाद जितना है वो सब एक एक यूनिट. So this is 1 unit, this is 1 unit, this is 1 unit. So this is a unit of 4 units. डायगोनल स्केल में नहीं बनेगा, आगे जाना पड़ेगा आपको कंपैरेटिव स्केल के. समझ आया? तो ये ऐसे जो चीज आपको शो करना है आपके स्केल में, आफ्टर ड्राइंग योर स्केल यू हैव टू शो समथिंग इन योर स्केल, isn't it? And what you have to show is written in your question. By seeing that value you have to judge that how many units are there in your scale. For example 7.2 is 1 unit, no problem. For example 25.1, so this is 1 unit, 1 is 1 unit, 2 units का scale, isn't it? Only 25, 1 unit का scale. 375 only, this is also 1 unit scale. डेसिमल नहीं है, पूरा 1 यूनिट रहेगा. तो ये ऐसा आपको क्वेश्चन में गिवन रहेगा. These values are given in your question. What you have to show. By seeing that, you can easily understand how many units are there in your scale. I think up till now it is very clear. So now in my next video we will solve the numericals of scales. We will start with the numericals of plane scale, then move further with the diagonal scale. Okay? Thank you guys. Please do like and share my video if you like it. Okay? Thank you.